Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
It's game day. We made it. We did it. I know it means nothing, and I'm going to get it out of the way right now. I am begging you, please, 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 if we have learned anything, and the NFL doesn't hide it anymore, okay? The coaches don't hide it anymore. There was a time they hid it. It's almost like college football. Remember they used to do the whole, it's about the student athlete? They don't hide it anymore, okay? It means nothing. Please do not overreact, good, bad, or indifferent,
Sean,
to these preseason games.
If the offense goes out there and puts up 20 points, then I got some questions about Johnny Mo. I'm just going to be real about it. I can't be real. Like, I thought this was a safe space. I'm just saying.
I'm begging you. Really, please, I'm begging you. Don't do it. It means nothing.
I'm going to do it.
Okay? I don't know how
I'm going to do it.
No!
Hindu Hooker's fighting for his fucking life tonight.
Do it! Please, I'm begging you. Honest to God, okay, it's funny. You would have thought the 0-16 year people would have picked it up. You know, I think everybody's got their preseason champs joke. The shirts were going around. They went 4-0. They looked sharp. It was different. We've got talent. Everybody knows. I mean, there's a reason why they're minimizing these games. The Lions have 4. You know, in the past it's 3. Others have 3. They're going to minimize it more. Stop it. Dan Campbell doesn't hide it. He doesn't play guys. You know how that worked out last year. I mean, he did not play those guys.
Yeah.
They went 15-2. Stop, okay? That's all I'm begging you. You know what's funny, though? And JB and I didn't plan this, and we were waiting for KG to come in to see if he did the same thing, okay?
Uh-oh.
Normally, what you do this time of year is you try to force what I'm wearing and what JB's wearing. JB, put the camera on yourself.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the Lions pullover.
Lion
He's
eyes.
got the jersey on, right? You force it because you feel you have to,
right.
Okay? All right, now hold on. Let's go. Let's go. See, now I see what you got.
Yep.
Go to KG right now.
Shout out my boy Devin the dog.
See, that's what I'm talking about, all right? But like the pullover stuff, you do it because you kind of have to, don't you?
Yeah.
It's football season, so like you have to do it. This morning I didn't feel guilty doing it.
Yeah, I mean, today's weather is kind of conducive to you wearing a pullover, so it's a little different. Because if it was one of them 90-degree joints, probably not. But
it was 59 degrees. And I'm like, you're damn right I'm putting on the Lions pullover.
Goddamn right. You're going to be indoors all day, too? Why not? Why effing not, man? It's good to have football back. I'm excited about this Lions season. Of course, the heartbreak from last year. It took me a little less time to recover from that than it did in 2023, but just looking at the Lions have every opportunity in front of them. The only thing really stopping this team is injuries. Like, besides that, I'm so ready for this season and what they can accomplish, man. I'm really, really looking forward to what it's going to look like under this new regime.
KG, I'm telling you, and we did this a couple weeks ago. I don't know what it was about last year, but what you said was fact for me. Like, there really was a grieving and mourning period from last year.
Yeah.
Not like 2023. And I don't quite know how to explain it, but that hit my soul last year, man.
Yeah.
And I knew, like, we talked about it on the show. Too many injuries. You're not going to overcome that. But I think it's the way it happened that really took part of my soul away.
Well, I mean, the Lions had us fooled to a certain degree because, 15-2 in the face of all the injuries that you had, including to Aiden Hutchinson, the best player on your defense, arguably best player on the team. Like, that's tough, man. But they were able to just make it look easy at points last year. And then, it came down to the last game, for the NFC North crown. and they made the Vikings look very, very silly. We get the number 1 seed, maybe first time ever, at least first time ever in my lifetime, and then they have a franchise record and wins. Instantly, you think they're going to have their way with a 7 seed Commanders team, and it just turned out to not be the case, bro. It was just something about when that game kicked off, the feeling just was not right, and we got the results of that.
Nope. That's the best way to say it. There just something was off, man.
Yeah.
Something was off. All right, KG in the house, JB. We got Ryan in the big chair. Of course, now I'm going to get this out of the way. This is the first of, I think, many dirty, rotten tricks by the weather. Like, I woke up this morning, it's here.
Yeah.
Fall's here. I'm heading to the cider mill. You know as well as I'm standing here, we're going to get hit with 90-something like in a week or two.
Oh, yeah.
You know it.
It's Michigan.
And then, like, the way this usually, then we'll get maybe a couple days in late August, and you're like, yeah, now it's really here. No, it's not.
Nope.
Nope.
Michigan is bipolar. We all know that. Michigan decides
that's a
when
great
it's winter.
one. Michigan's bipolar.
Yeah.
Right? And we've lived here our whole damn life. You know damn well, even when you get those 2 days in late August, you're like, we made it.
Yeah.
We won.
Yeah. Pretty much, like the way the seasons work here is winter covers a majority of the year. We don't really get spring; we get winter part 2, and then we just hop straight into summer, and then we get about 3 weeks of fall before the snow comes again. So everybody knows it. Come on, man,
It's happening. So don't kid yourself. Don't fool yourself into thinking. Enjoy this today, right? Enjoy it today, but chances are you're not going to get it anytime soon. That's just the way Michigan is. All right, so there was one of those dumb power rankings that really hit yesterday.
Of course.
And I want to get into that. What was the guy's name? The dude from Fox Sports? Like, I mean, no disrespect. You'll know when I'm taking a shot.
Yeah, JB got you.
I never heard from I never heard. Like,
I've seen this guy before give his power rankings, but
it was that was awful.
Yeah.
And people were killing it on social media.
Ralph Vincino.
Vincino.
Who?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who? Sorry.
Exactly.
What did he worked for the New York Daily News, and now he does stuff for Fox Sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in the next
He's a
segment.
Mets
because
fan,
people
Islanders
were
fan.
losing their minds over. Now, I've kind of gotten to the point, I don't get mad at that stuff anymore. I kind of chuckle it.
Yeah, at this point.
It's like, what does it mean, right?
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
And by the way, I'm not shitting on you if you're pissed off about it, right? Because it's one of those things.
That's what it's made for.
Yeah.
That's what it's intended for.
No other way to say this, KG. Scott Harris loves guys with an ERA of around 5.
He does. He's putting Chris Fetter to work.
There's no other way to say that. More on that in a second, though.
Yeah.
Okay? I think you know where I'm going with that. Right. But Rafael Montero, Detroit Tiger. Okay? All right?
Are we
Listen.
happy with this or no?
Sure.
Sean, I thought your text last night was absolutely hilarious. That's it. The final piece is simply what Sean said in the group chat last night. Listen,
46-6 the rest of the way. I'm thinking 110 wins, maybe a loss or two in postseason.
That sounds about right.
That's
and
the final piece.
Chris Fetter is going to be a manager of some MLB franchise after this year because he's definitely getting his money's worth. I mean, absolutely, you are putting that man to work. But I just will caution fans. I get it. I can side with you with this. This is not the move that I wanted, and, it's not the move that a lot of fans wanted. I get that. But this organization has been clear that they value their young talent, and they were never going to trade a big-name prospect for a rental-type player. That's just the unfortunate truth about this team. You can like it, you cannot like it. All I'm saying is let's just give it a chance. Like, it's not the player I wanted. Once again, not the player I wanted. Let's just give it a chance. We were hating on Chris Paddock. He went out there and pitched the gym. I understand every game ain't going to be like that, but I do have confidence in the people that we have in this building, and maybe they can get something out of Rafael Montero. But overall, you got what you wanted. Like, you needed a relief pitcher. They went out and got Luke Jackson. You needed a starter. They went out and got Chris Paddock. Hopefully they're not done. I would like to see them add more to that. But now you add Rafael Montero, another relief arm. These are the needs that you guys, said that this team needed, and they went out and got it. It's just not what you wanted. That's all.
And KG, you know what? And this was the more on that in a second part that you touched on. I was somebody that had the exact same reaction about Chris Paddock. And I'm not saying that, oh my gosh, we got the next Doug Fister.
Every game ain't gonna be like that. We know that.
I'm not saying, but
pretty damn good.
You know
though.
what? I'm not giving out the flowers appropriately if I can't acknowledge a dude went out and pitched a gem yesterday.
Absolutely.
You got to call it as it is, okay? Do I think that's how it's going to be? No, I don't. But I think we're at that point right now. We do need an innings eater. We do need a guy that's going to go in there, try to minimize the damage. I hope it's not around the 5 ERA. That's kind of been his calling card for the year. But I want to go back to what you said because, KG, you're right, and I think that's been a common theme on the show as we've been doing it the last couple weeks. If you're expecting the bells and whistles and big moves, you're going to be disappointed.
It's not that, and I think that yesterday, we kind of put a lot of blame on, Chris Ilitch, and rightfully so. I do think that he plays a big factor in this whole thing, but I think Scott Harris believes in some of that philosophy that Chris Ilitch does as well. They want to build from within. They want to build this through the young players, and they want cost-effective options to come up there and to see if the guys that they hire on their staff can work with some of these players and get the most out of them. That's the philosophy of this team. So it's no surprise like Scott Harris is going out there and penny pinching yet again. I don't think it's all Chris Ilitch. I do think a part of that is Scott Harris and just the way they want to build this team.
Yeah, these moves for me just seem like lateral moves. It doesn't seem like we're elevating. The Phillies got better yesterday. The Mets got better yesterday. And then at midnight, the Mariners got better yesterday. And they gave up nothing for Eugenio Suarez. They gave up 9, 16, and 17 prospects. Our prospects are better, and I thought that our 8 and 9 prospects are better than their 9 prospects. And I feel like we are just leaving. Like, this is I'm not saying it's a World Series caliber team right now, but we are in a
that's the one right there.
We are in a window. We're tied for the best record in the AL. Why aren't we going out and we saw what they got for Suarez? Why aren't we going out and going after him? Like our window is now to go win. And Skubal, he's got maybe a year and a half left here. We got the best pitcher in baseball for maybe a year and a half, and we're not trying to go all in and win. I would not give up McGonigal and Clark either. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't. And looking at Dave Dombrowski yesterday, he gave up a lot for Duran. I don't know the correct pronunciation. But I don't know why they're not pushing in to go all in. These are just lateral moves.
This is the way, and you know what? You're barking up the tree that I'm at. I mean, I've made my opinion clear. I'm sorry. I'm cut from the Dave Dombrowski cloth, okay? I will take a known over an unknown. I don't care how cute their cheeks are. I don't care how often I can pinch their cheeks and say, what a cute little prospect. I'll take a known. But to that point, and KG, let me ask you, okay?
Yeah.
Give me 3, okay? McGonigal, Clark, who are the 3 guys that you're most excited about?
McGonigal, Clark, and Briseño, because those are the alleged big 3. They're all in the same level of baseball at the same time. They're all being tracked the same way. I would say those 3 are the most exciting. I do like Bryce Rayner a lot too, but I know it might be a little more time before we see Bryce Rayner.
So when do you think these guys will be ready, legitimately?
We should see them by September call-ups next year, I believe.
All right, so you're going to have 4 weeks of the season, whatever the postseason, with those guys, these pieces that we're all waiting for. And then everybody and their brother knows Tarek Skubal's going to leave.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
We're all waiting for these wonderful presents, that surely they're all going to hit. Just like Daz Cameron, just like Christian Stewart, they're all going to hit. We know that. They're can't miss 5-tool stars, all there, okay? And then we're going to enjoy them when they're still raw for a month, maybe a month and a half, before the best pitcher in baseball leaves.
Listen, I'm not the one that makes the decisions, and we do need to see what the 2026 offseason will look like, because I do get what a lot of people are saying, and I agree. Like, they should be trying to take advantage of this if you do not plan on signing this man. And we don't know what their thinking is. We don't know if they want to sign this guy or not. Signs say that they don't. But we need to see what 2026 offseason will look like, because I'll feel more in line with Shaw closer to that point. But at this point right now, I said it from the beginning, at least with me, I don't think this is a World Series team. I don't. Like, I think they're very, very close. I think the AL is wide open, but I am not ready to say that the Tigers are a World Series team just yet. There's still a lot of holes on this roster. So going into this offseason, after this season is over, then I will be more in line with where everybody else is. But just as of right now, for what they have, they gotten this far with the pieces that they have.
I tend to agree with you. I think we talked about it all year. I'm not going to waste any time saying, is this real or is this not real? I'm going to try to sit back and enjoy the season, and I have.
We keep doubting these players. Like, they went on the miracle run last year, and I understand that wasn't sustainable. There's no way you can make it with that philosophy. I get that. But they do what they did this year, and I'm just not in a position to keep doubting this team. This is why I wouldn't freak out during the 2-week stretch. Like, they are good enough. I think they've proven enough that they are a good team. Are they a great team? No. At times they're a really good team, but I just don't feel they are World Series caliber just yet. They need more. They do.
So when we go to the break, I want to piggyback on what you just said, because you and we just found a common ground. I feel the same way. As good as this team is right now, and they've kind of set the pace, not just in the American League, but all of baseball. I really don't look at them as a quote-unquote World Series team. Are there moves that could be made, or should I say now past tense, could have been made, that may have catapulted them into that area? And we'll get into that when we come back. As I promised, listen, if you want to get mad this morning, some mornings I wake up and I want to get mad
wrong
today.
side of the bed. I feel
Yeah, I just want to get mad today. You know, I'm normally a pretty happy guy, but if you're in that I want to get mad move, wait till you see this silly power ranking. People were losing their minds yesterday, and we'll try to logically, good luck with this, logically understand what he's trying to say in these power rankings. Of course, gang's all here. We got JB, KG, Ryan in the big chair. We're up against a break. We'll continue the Tiger conversation. Where are you guys at? Is this a World Series team? Is this a team? I'm not talking about, okay, golly gee, we took that next step. I'm talking about getting to the World Series and coming 4 games away from winning a championship, their first championship in 41 years. Where are you guys at? Get in the chat, get in your super chats as well. We'll kind of discuss what would the Tigers have to do to convince KG or myself that they're in that window. But right now, JB, where are we going?
We got to hear from Planet Fitness, but let me sit here and clear up some of these super chats we got going on right now. $5 from Jordan Lionheart. He said, Sean, you got those rip-off pants ready. Spot on that ceiling fan waiting for them the second the theme song hits. Do you got them ready?
You know he got the rip-away pants.
Oh,
you know he do.
Listen, when that song comes on, they're just falling.
Yeah.
I don't even have to do anything. It's not about rip away. It's just like, oh,
Bill Naw just.
What happened? My pants fell off.
It's not your fault.
No,
Right.
I try to tell my
happens.
wife all the time. You have to keep your pants on. Do you think I want my pants to come down?
Right.
I actually do. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We also got another $5 from Sideless. He said, it's already over, Sean. Goff isn't playing tonight. What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I...
Yep.
But he's right. He's not wrong. That's
clearly there's
the lunatics just put way too much into this, man.
Clearly there's something going on in the locker room if he's not playing. Like, it's just obvious.
Clearly.
See, we already miss he whose name I dare not mention. You know, that's really what's going to happen. 100%.
And
That dude's
finally,
been on fire lately.
this last one from Devin the Dog for UKG.
Shout out.
out KG for rocking the fucking gear. Love you, my man.
Oh, yeah. All day long, bro. You got some fire merch. And make sure y'all support 51 Clothing, man. Go support my man, Devin the Dog.
Go support. But
I miss Showtime, by the way. Just a great guy, the yak. He was outstanding. He was a guy I don't think he got the love he deserved when he was here. I really don't.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. It's just the way the city works.
Remember when he beat the Vikings? Oh, my gosh. That was the day my pants came off, too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That was, what the hell happened?
Poking people in the eye and stuff, man.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just saying.
But we got to hear from Planet Fitness, Sean.
All right, Planet Fitness. I went there right after the show yesterday. It's easy. It's convenient. I will never understand why people go to those big gyms. Planet Fitness is in your neighborhood. Pretty sure there's one near you. easy, convenient. Everything you could possibly want is at Planet Fitness. There's no reason to go anyplace else. There's a reason they got the thumbs up as the logo, because you go there, it's a thumbs up every time. Make sure you jump in to Planet Fitness.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's hot summer sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The hot summer sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
There's a theme with a guy like me, man. I just want simple, right?
That's all, guys.
Lady Jane's is simple. You go to Lady Jane's, you get your haircut. It's uncomplicated. You get a great haircut. And KG, you're right. It is all guys. And that's why, come on, be you. Go be uncomplicated. Come into Lady Jane's, get your haircut. I'm a creature of habit. I've been doing it ever since they came around. Again, probably one near you. Open 7 days a week. Lady Jane's. Yep, it's wicked awesome. All right, so a lot of people crying about the package that the Mariners had to give up for Suarez. Allegedly, it was the number 16 and 17 prospect on their list.
And number 9.
And number 9, is that what it was?
9, 16, and 17.
High price for a rental.
Wow.
Okay. See, and it's a rental.
Yeah.
It is. It's a rental. That make no mistake about it. I mean, unless Suarez, kind of told you guys wink, wink, nod, nod, I want to be around.
Right.
You know what? I kind of like it here. In the case of Detroit, maybe he says, you know what? This is where it started for me. I'd like to continue it. Let's see what's going on, okay? But with that being said, before we went to the break, so I asked you guys, I don't know where you sit. Maybe you think World Series window right now, okay? Now, again, consider the landscape before you go all slap on me, okay? You've got the Texas Rangers, who have already won a championship, who I'm patting myself on the back, have done this all year, okay? And I said, KG, you were here. I said beginning of the year. It's almost like people are forgetting about the Rangers. And now they're in.
Yep.
You got the Red Sox. You got the Yankees still trying to fight for survival. You've got the Mariners, who just got Suarez. Not to mention, obviously the Jays and the Astros, and there's a good, healthy dose of fear for the Astros for me. Conversely, you guys, I always say think like the other fan base, KG, okay? Yeah. I know we're all sitting there saying the Guardians are done. Do you think the Guardians think they're done?
No.
They're only a couple games out, though.
That's true, but if you lose Clase and maybe Steven Kwan, then your season looks a lot different.
1,000%. But
it looks a lot different.
Can I ask you, does that sound familiar? Remember a team that sold last year at the deadline? And a fan base was pretty devastated that we sold at the deadline, and we gave up, a pretty darn good pitcher in Jack Flaherty.
Absolutely.
And this is what I say to people. Okay, it's easy for us to say that, looking at Cleveland to say that. But at the end of the day, if we were sitting only 2.5 games out, we'd be going crazy.
That's true.
We would be.
That is very much true.
They're only 2.5 games out. Now, again, do I think that they're legitimate? No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
And they have a different circumstance. This betting shit is a little different.
It is.
It is. It's a different type of circumstance.
So in a perfect world, KG, was there anything that the Tigers could do that would have changed your? Let's say they make a deal for Suarez, okay?
Yeah.
Comparable deal. So Ryan just talked about the deal. Comparable deal. We give up number 9, 16, 17, whatever. Even though I saw my buddy Rogelio said number 16 and 17 on our list are injured. Okay, 9, 14, and 15. Okay?
Shit, but even if you're giving up number 9, I think that would probably be McGonigal, right? If we're doing like a comparison to our farm system to what was given up, I think that would probably mean we give up McGonigal and then Lorenzo, and I don't know who else is at the bottom. But let's just say it's those two. Let's say it's McGonigal and Lorenzo for Suarez. I asked Matt Shepard this yesterday. Shout out to him.
What up, Shep?
If you want Suarez, that's fine. Do you think Eugenio Suarez is enough to make this team a World Series contender?
No. And that's why, you know what part 2 of this is? Let's say they go get Bednar as well.
Okay.
They go get Bednar as well. We get Suarez, we get Bednar. Would that be enough for you to say, okay, I'm raising my expectations?
I would say we can compete at a World Series level. I don't know if we can win a World Series outright, but I would say we would be able to compete in the World Series for sure. I'd probably raise it to World Series or bust at that point.
Suarez had 36 and 87, right?
Yep.
Those were his numbers, 36 and 87. Bednar, I think there's a reason why so many people are going after him. KG, I'm glad to hear you feel if they went out and got both those guys,
but
I would legitimately say to myself, forget about we might win a World Series.
Yeah, no, it would be possible. I'm not denying that at all, but at what cost though? Because when you look at the reliever market during this trade deadline, it's been unbelievable. I've never seen so many relievers go for high prices. Like there's a high commodity on relief pitching in this particular trade deadline, and when you just look at the deal for Suarez, I mean, that is a lot, man. Like, if that was our farm system, we'd be giving up quite a few significant players in our system just for him. Now, if you add Bednar to that and you hear what the Pirates want, they want a king's ransom for Bednar. I don't know, man. That would be a lot to give up just for those two players, and it might not result in a World Series.
No, and I get that. I totally get that. But I think, like, for me, I go back to the long game that, like we talked about in the last segment. Okay, Clark, McGonigal, all the 3 of them are legit. Yeah. It's gonna happen. Okay, it's Riley Green, it's Torque, it's legit. Okay, these guys are going to be ready when I have no reason to believe that Skubal is going to be here, and nor do any of you.
Yeah,
you just don't. I'm sorry, you don't. All right. I just think this is a weird year. This is a weird year where there doesn't look to be a powerful team. Yeah. There doesn't, even the Dodgers. Now we know, it's almost like the old Pistons. Okay, it's time to flip the switch. Maybe the Dodgers can do that.
Yeah.
Maybe the Dodgers can do that.
I think they can.
I think they can too.
Come on now.
For what it's worth.
Come on.
For the sake of this conversation,
right?
I'm glad that you established that. But for the sake of the conversation, right now, July 31st, I don't look at anybody and just go, oh man, we ain't beating them.
True.
We ain't beating them.
But I don't know how our chances will fare against any real NFC, not NFC, but NL.
NFC,
right. I got football on the brain. But NL contender, because when you look at a lot of those teams, I don't want to see the Dodgers. I wouldn't want to see the Padres. I wouldn't want to see quite a few teams in the NL in terms of World Series play. But it is what it is. I mean, you make a good argument. It's just I don't know if that would be enough. And then when you look at the cost of what we're giving up, I'm in a position to where I don't want the Tigers to regress. We were so long in the gutter, like over a decade of being in the gutter before we just all of a sudden just rose to prominence in these last 2 years. I really want that to continue going, and I do think that is going to be facilitated through a few of these young players. I'm not saying all of your prospects are going to make the MLB roster. That's just stupid. They will not. But when you look at those 3 though, Max Clark, McGonigal, and if you want to say Brasenio, if you want to say Lorenzo, fine. But those 3 in particular, I don't know, man. I really feel like they can make an impact once they're finally up here. And I don't know if I'd be willing to give up all of that for those particular commodities that you name.
KG, none of those prospects they gave up were top 100 prospects that the Mariners gave up.
That the Mariners gave up?
None of them were top 100 prospects.
Okay.
Gosh,
And if we're being completely honest, there's a name that we haven't mentioned at all, and he's not like a prospect really anymore. Would you throw in a Jace Young in any of those deals?
Jace Young, yes.
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
And that's a piece that
Almost forgot he was on the
that's
team.
a piece.
yeah, right.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
Like, I don't think
Jace Young at third base.
like you could throw in a Jace Young and some. I feel like that's a name that's not thrown around, and I think that if they didn't give up any top 100 prospects, we wouldn't give up any top 100 prospects either. Maybe you could throw in a Jace Young just to, I don't know, say screw it.
Do you know what my fear is, though, KG? Going back to what you just said, and Ryan, this is where I tend to be a little aggressive. Do you know what my biggest fear is? That we have another prolonged period of success.
Yeah.
Like from 2006 to 2014, and we walk away 10 years ago, or 10 years from now with Dick.
I hear you.
Honestly, the idea of that, like we talked about the other day, okay, when 2006 happened, when they absolutely fell apart in the World Series, I was not mad. I, honest to God, you know why? Because I sat back and I said, oh, this is just the start, okay? When that run was over, when it definitively ended that Sunday afternoon, on that day, I hated 2006.
I understand.
And I told you, I drew the analogy of the Lions and the NFC Championship game against Frisco, okay? That day, as God is my witness, I wasn't mad. I really wasn't. And some of my friends are going, dude, they let that get away. And it was like, it's no big deal. You know, we're going to look at the climb a couple of years from now. If, God forbid, please don't let this happen. If this run ends 4 or 5 years from now and the window is shut, we are going to sit back and look at 2023 and literally a bottle of cyanide in one hand and a noose in the other.
That's true.
That's going to be my feeling about 2023. I'm not even joking.
I hear you, and there is a good chance that can happen. But
No, don't.
I would say that our circumstances are a little bit different this time around. Now, I understand we did have Jim Leland at that time, a very, very good manager, one of the best in the game. But I think AJ Hinch is better. I do. And if AJ Hinch is around, if Scott Harris is still around, I do feel like they have the makings of facilitating a winner eventually. I would much rather, and we had the same argument with the Lions. Do you want to go back to the doom and gloom years that we had before, or would you much rather have sustained success? Yes, we want them to cash one in. Everybody in this fucking room in this state wants them to cash one in. So let's leave that on the table. But would you much rather be on this side of history with the Lions losing in the playoffs, but they're in the conversation every single year? I want to see that for the Tigers. Or do you want to go back to that decade, like you said, after 2014, when you knew it was over? That period from 2014 to 2024, absolute fucking misery. Which one do you want?
You know what it was, too? It was a couple years of people arguing it wasn't over, and whether people want to admit it or not, and I have receipts, the amount of people that thought that Brad Ausmus was an absolute genius is embarrassing.
Dumb.
No, people didn't say that, did they?
When they extended him, this is where I have receipts. When they extended him, you should have seen the baseball elite come out in mass talking about you're dumb, stick to hockey, go watch college football, talking up Brad Ausmus. It's
No
real.
way.
Dude, I have receipts.
Those people should never talk sports
I
again.
have many. There were people that sit in this room sometimes in the morning that were talking about Brad Ausmus in a positive light and talking about how this window was still open and a bright young mind and he's Mensa and all that stuff. Remember, he was Mensa, man.
Yeah.
Not only was he the most handsome man in the world, he was also the smartest man in the world. You know, Dos Equis, when they got rid of the world's most interesting man, they almost
Brad
got
Ausmus is right there.
Almost. I hear it was that close because he was beautiful. He was Mensa. The shit that KG, I'm gonna answer your question. If you gave me one championship, just one for the Lions, I'm done the rest of my days. You can go do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I hear you.
I'm serious, and I would think for your generation, and I'm not joking when I say this. I want a world championship for the Tigers, for you.
Yeah.
For my
badly.
son.
I want it.
For Ryan. I had one. I know what it was like. I know what it was like. You know, I mean, I want you guys to experience that because I get the angst. I get I hated hearing about 68. I'm going to say it all the you guys, come on. Hey, guys, guess what? Another 1984 reunion weekend.
Right.
near and dear to our hearts. We'll hold them this close, right? But like Ryan just did, Ryan went like this. You guys don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah.
Just give me one. That's it.
And
one.
I hear you, and I'm on the same wave. Add to the fact that I've seen 2 World Series in which they've choked off, and that makes it even worse.
Win a game.
I want a championship for the Tigers more than anything. I guess I just trust the direction that this team is going. They surprised me a lot this year, and I do understand that they are playing above their heads. Their play style and just the way that they have to win ball games, it says to me that they aren't all the way there yet. And that would be my only critique. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer for everybody in the chat. I saw that. Why is KG hating? Y'all know I love the Tigers, man. But I look at what's been happening in this trade deadline. And some of these moves, one, just the asking price for some of these players, I don't know if I'm willing to risk that. And 2, even if you were to acquire, like I said, a Eugenio Suarez, is that enough to put you over the top if you go against a team like the Dodgers in the World Series? I don't know.
No,
and I doubt it.
I
highly doubt it. I really do.
And that's why we're having I like their chances better. I
Yeah,
do.
of course.
You had Bednar and Suarez.
It's
but
an improvement,
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm with you. That's why I think it's an interesting conversation. And Ryan, you brought it up. We went to 2 World Series. We won 1 game in those 2 World Series. And
Crazy.
why? Because our 79-year-old pitcher cheated.
Yeah.
Like let's be honest. The clump of mud.
Right.
It was a clump of mud. Boy, is that a miserable. It was like one of those pouring rain. And I told my kid, I go, they're going to play the game.
Yeah.
Dad, they're not going to play in this. Yes, they
they
are.
are.
Yes, they are. It was miserable. All right. So, do you expect anything else? KG, I don't.
I think they'll get a bat, but it's not going to be what people expect, though. So just lower your expectations, and you'll be like me. I'm not disappointed this morning.
No, that's good. That's wise.
Yeah.
That's good advice. All right, JB, sorry.
You're good.
No, really, I'm not good. I miss every break. So you're too nice. I'll say it for you. No, I'm not good. I'm never on time with these
Get
breaks.
this shit on track.
When we come back, we're going to get into this power ranking thing that people are losing their shit over. And I don't know. I don't get mad at stuff like this anymore because I know we have a good team. Now I just almost laugh at it and just say, what the are you watching? Right?
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. JB, where are you going?
We gotta hear from Les Stanford.
Oh, that is me.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, man. It is one of them type of days. But let's Stanford Buick GMC.
It really is, KG.
Man, oh
It
my
is.
God, this whole week has been crazy. But if you are trying to get in the car this week and you've had a crazy week, guess what? Les Stanford, they have got great deals for you right now today. Get a 2025 Hummer EV SUT lease special at $599 a month plus tax, of course, or try out the 2025 Hummer EV SUV lease special at $699 a month. Don't forget about the 2025 Sierra double cab elevation lease special sitting at $169 a month. Get to Les Stanford today and check out their massive inventory. For all these specials, go to lesstanford.com.
Most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sport injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D and every Thursday, which is today. So make sure you turn into Braylon and Shep. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsAndSpine.com.
So, you know, it's funny. We were just talking about this during the break, and you used an analogy, KG, that just made me laugh. And I have to share with you the analogy that I use. So, you guys, I love Dave Dombrowski, okay?
Oh, of course.
I openly admit it.
Please come back.
Whether you guys want to admit it or not, there was a lot of slander thrown towards that man's name, especially when Al Avila was clearly the greatest general manager in the league, okay? But you mentioned handing the keys to Brad Ausmus. And the analogy that I used back then, my son was about a year away from getting his driver's license. Mm-hmm. And I said, I've got a $155 million Lamborghini sitting in my garage, okay? Why the hell would I hand the keys to my $155 million Lamborghini, that was the Tigers' payroll at the time, to a 16-year-old driver?
You would.
A first-time driver. Why would I do that?
You would not. So why the hell would the Tigers do that with somebody with no fucking experience at all?
Dave missed bad on that.
Yeah.
Dave missed bad on that. I don't know how much longer the run could have continued. I don't. But the run was officially dead when you put that guy in the spot.
It was. And it ended quickly. Like, I easily think we could have got at least another 2 years out of that run, at the very least. Of course, you know, Mickey was declining, after 2014. But you look around you still had some pretty serviceable pieces. But Al Avila's ability to make horrible trades, it absolutely sent this team into a tailspin. Add to that, they didn't have a good farm system. They didn't really develop anyone. And, you got what the fuck you got for 10 years. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Was Jake Rogers the best player that we got out of all those trades?
Damn near the only player that we got. He's
I think
Candelario
Candelario was like the other one, but was
Candyman.
Was Rogers and Candelario the only two players that not panned out, but made it to the MLB? Like, obviously, I'm not saying those guys are superstars or anything, but were those the only two that panned out of like Verlander, JD, Cespedes, all those guys?
Absolutely.
It's incredible. It really is.
We had Cespedes.
It's
had him for like half a year.
Castellanos. I mean, it was gross.
What a decade of bullshit.
Right.
Hey, listen. Whether people want to admit it or not, okay, there was about a 3-year span that if anybody had the audacity to speak out against Al Avila, you were a hater. Whether people want to admit it or not is inconsequential.
The rebuild's over.
It was gross. And I know a guy, and if you don't believe me, you can find clips that literally sat back and said, "There's nothing there."
Yeah.
Like because what he did is he was the master at kicking the can down the road.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He really was. It was like, "Oh no. Wait till you see this kid. Wait till you see Daz Cameron. Wait till you see Christian Stewart. Wait." And I mean, Kristen, he changed his name 50 times, and the results were all the same, right?
Spider-Man, we don't know.
Right, exactly. Right. But it was that was a really crazy period of time. Now, I give him credit for finding some gems. You have to give credit where it wasn't exactly Matt Millen. Well, Matt Millen drafted Calvin Johnson. I always used to get pissed at that.
He had no choice.
Exactly. I always used to get, so am I supposed to pat a guy on the back because after 7 years on the job, he was so bad, he found himself in a position to take Calvin Johnson?
Right.
Am I supposed to pat him on the back for that?
One Hall of Fame player out of how many drafts?
Right. and then a little of that went on with Avila because he was like, well, you have to remember he picked this number one pick. Now, time out. You sucked. You earned the number 1 pick.
Exactly.
What are we doing here? You know?
It's funny you say that because I asked Shep this same question, and he had a very pro Alavila answer. I'll just say that. But how much credit do you give Alavila? Like, if you had to give a percentage, how much credit do you give him for what's going on right now?
As much as it pains me to say it, I think the number's higher than most people.
Would you say over 50%?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, we're good then. We was gonna have a problem if it was anything over
the number's
50.
higher. Do you know what it is? I think there's something about somebody getting burned. And whether people want to admit it or not, I don't care. We're talking 2019 into 2020, and especially into 2021. Alavila could do no wrong, and if you said anything negative about him, if you brought up those trades, you were a hater.
Yeah.
I mean,
call me a hater. I was hating on his ass. And then his parting gift was Javi Baez, and not this year withstanding,
nice.
But I mean, he's never going to live up to that contract. Never ever going to live up to
when
that.
I was doing the segment on Fox, people would go, "You're trying to be hot take guy," and I would go, "I'm factually stating." Look at the Justin Verlander trade. Well, we don't know what this, or this is going to be. No, actually, we did, because 2 of those guys stopped playing baseball, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And the other one was Jake Rogers.
Hey, 3-1 shot yesterday. Shout out Jake Rogers.
He's got a great mustache.
Are we doing
though.
that again?
Shout out Jake the Rake.
I had an over-under last week, and I don't think I brought it up to you guys, but which is the higher number at the end of the year? Jake Rogers' batting average or Riley Green's strikeouts?
Oh, shit.
I think Riley Green's on pace for 208. Fact check me. I think that's where it's at. Can Jake get his average up to 208?
To 208? Where is he at now?
Hold on.
He just had a big home run yesterday.
Let's do some fact checking.
I think he's homered in 2 of the last 3. So yeah, let's see where he's sitting at.
So I'll give you strikeouts.
Okay.
Riley Green is on pace for 214 strikeouts.
Good gosh.
Where is he at right now?
95 or no,
135.
135.
Yeah, I was about to say he's definitely over 100.
Yeah, 90. It was in 95 games.
134.
He's at 144. He's at
144.
We got about
ChatGPT was
52 games left, I believe. We got 52 games left. I mean, it's easy to say Riley Green just because of how he plays. He is a streaky hitter. He is somebody that's going to give you all or nothing at the plate. So I mean, I gotta say,
Jake's batting $188.
$188.
Yeah.
And you said, can he get to 208?
Yeah. So higher number. Jake Rogers' average or Riley Green strikeouts?
I'm going Riley Green
I'm
strikeouts. I'm sorry, Jake. I tried. I was trying to find the argument.
I think you have to, don't you?
Yeah, it's the easy answer. It is.
That's such a weird. That's such like a weird, interesting conversation that you can have.
Yeah.
It's like someone gonna have a better batting average or more strikeouts. That's crazy.
Well, the good thing is we have a Dylan Dingler in house, so we're not reliant upon one Jake Rogers. So
and you know what? It's funny, KG. I remember talking about this at the beginning of the year, and that was what if Dylan Dingler is all that?
Yeah.
And you know what? That was a very pleasant surprise this year.
No, most definitely.
Very pleasant surprise.
You cannot put a premium enough on a catcher that can hit. Like, that is a commodity in the MLB. That's something you absolutely would like to have, and he appears to be that. So
we're finally, for after about a decade of this guy's the catcher of the future, that guy's the catcher of the future, that guy's the catcher of the future. I legitimately feel like we have a catcher of the future.
No, absolutely. And you just want him to keep improving, but he's already has a great rapport with the pitchers as well. Defensively, he looks all right. Like, I think he's going to be good. I do.
You guys aren't going to believe this, but I'm late. JB, do you want me to keep going? JB, do you want me to keep going, or you want to break here?
We can break right
Yeah,
here.
maybe we should break here. And then I'll be late for the next break. But I promise you we'll get to a very absurd power ranking when we come back. There's so many things to dissect. We'll do that when we come back. Sorry. Yeah, we're talking sports, man. We're having a conversation.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Hey, real quick before we go to break, shout out to I lost it. I just had it. All right, go ahead. I can't find it. Oh wait, here it is. Lunchbox. Shout out Lunchbox 23. Rogers is hitting 375 his last 7 games though. Shout out Jake the Rake.
Listen, maybe
Rick
that's where the
Rogers.
smart money's going.
Yeah.
Maybe the smart money's going, nah, I'm gonna take Ray.
You a hater, man. Al Avila knew he knew this shit, bro. Like
He knew. He had an eye.
he did.
He had an eye.
He could could he find talent.
JB, where are we going?
I gotta tell him about Gold Crown, but shout out to Silas sending in another $5 super chat. He said the only issue, the Guardians haven't made good moves and they haven't developed a hitter in 15 years. That's their fan base saying that as well too.
It's amazing as good as they've been. That's got to be torturous.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. It's got to, and that goes back to: do you really want to be good for a prolonged period of time and know damn well you aren't winning a damn thing?
Right. They just want to sell tickets. Their ownership. They just want to put butts in seats. That's
the
it.
Rays, the A's, the Guardians. Really good teams. A lot of good years, but they're not winning dick.
But are you just willing to go into top 5 payroll territory? Because that's where the contenders are.
Hey,
top 5 payroll territory.
By the way, do you know who the best team in baseball is right now?
Who?
The Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
No.
They aren't winning dick.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Look where that payroll is.
You can't name a person on their team, and it's funny. Matt Shepard brought them up the other day too. You can't name a person on their team besides Christian Yelich. He's damaged good.
By the way,
Damn.
when we were talking about that ballpark's awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful. I wish I could have went inside.
That is a beautiful, beautiful ballpark. All right, sorry, JB.
You're good.
We do what we want, man.
I know. We do what we want. It's the morning. Hey, we're having fun right now. You should be having fun as well, too, with Gold Crown because concentrates are their bread and butter. Crafting elite collaboration extracts since the caregiver days, Gold Crown partners with craft growers across Michigan to bring you exclusive full-spectrum concentrates, infused pre-rolls, and those live resin-infused gummies. Their new line, Crown Jewels, is here, gluten-free, effect-based, and coated in nerds for that extra little pop. Find Gold Crown in over 300 dispensaries statewide. Smoke like royalty. All rise for the reign of royal highs with Gold Crown.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Summer's heating up and Feldman's clearing space for the incoming new models. That means massive markdowns during Feldman's Hot Summer Sale. Get a 2025 Silverado for just $189 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $209 a month. Inventory's moving fast, and when it's gone, it's gone. So don't sweat the search. Just get to Feldman. More locations, more inventory, more ways to save. The Hot Summer Sale is on at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Hey, let me tell you about Feldman Chevrolet. Hey, again, convenience, guys. There's one probably near you. Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. 5 locations all over town. You got Highland, you got New Hudson, you got Lansing, you got L-Town, and you got Novi. That's in my backyard this month. Great specials going on. Check this out. 2025 Silverado 1500 crew, lease for only $189 a month. The 2026 Equinox LT, only $209 a month. You only got 10 days left, though. This offer ends August 10th, so get your behind to Feldman Chevrolet.
Do it.
All right, hour 2 of the show. Don't forget, keep it here all day. Well, we're almost hour 2. We did the switcheroo in the room as well. JB, do the switcheroo camera. In the booth now is... There's Ryan.
My relief pitcher. He's my relief audio person.
In the big chair now is KG.
Yeah, why you busting my balls? Yeah. Shout out to Vance.
Come on.
Oh, man.
You guys, you can't give it up. Brad Osmond is a damn good manager.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man, you got to hold that L. You got to hold that
I'm telling you, you guys are going to regret this. I love him.
Yeah, how do you not love Maz?
He's Maz, right?
Yeah, he's just Maz.
All right, so 'tis the season. You know, I mean, I'm one of those guys, you know, I think it's because I'm 89 years old. I see those football magazines in July. Like, the second that I could go to Barnes & Noble's, I go get my boy Phil Steele, right? I've known Phil legitimately for 30 years now, okay? I think it's the best magazine in the world. I still get the NFL magazines as well, okay? And yes, I'm one of those guys, and you know the social media people love me. If I see some stupid power ranking list, I'm clicking on it.
Yep, you're going to attack it.
Right?
I know.
There's just in July and
they
in
got
August, I think we're all guilty of it. This is one that popped up yesterday, and so we shared this yesterday on the socials, and especially on Twitter. People went nuts over this. And I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, no disrespect. I don't know who Ralph Vacciano is.
Vacciano?
Vacciano?
Yeah,
I have no idea
he's a
who
Mets
he is.
fan, though.
Okay, I guess he wrote for New York Daily News, and he does some stuff for Fox Sports. But here is his power rankings going into the season. Okay? I'm going to give you guys just a second to look at that.
That's crazy.
All right?
There's some discrepancies for sure.
Y'all look,
yeah, of course.
Y'all looking at that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So the Lions at 9. I for the life of me, and I openly admit I'm biased. I think anybody who's followed me in my career, though, I've always been a guy, if I felt something was wrong, I'd tell you something was wrong. You know, when shiny, happy people were singing about Al Avila, I was going, time out, you guys. Like, stop it, knock it off.
Right.
KG, you're going to have to trust me. You and I didn't really know each other back then, but Michigan fans used to hate me because I would say, stop it. Like, stop. This Brady Hoke is a joke. Open your... Jim Harbaugh, it isn't working.
Yeah.
Right? I mean...
We wanted something to believe in, man.
Right. And I get it.
Come on.
I get it. So I want you to know I'm not going full slap even with the shit that I'm wearing right now. I think it's criminal that you put the Detroit Lions on here at number 9.
No, absolutely.
I think it's absolutely criminal. And I would love to have a chat with Ralph. I wish we could
knew him.
Bring Ralph on the show.
I wish we could bring Ralph on. And
a very calm chat.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'd shit on the guy and
first.
everything. I just go, Ralph, can you give me what's your reasoning for this? Because if you start with you lost your coordinators, well, at that point in time, I'm probably hanging up on you.
Oh, yeah, big facts.
Like, he's going to be up on the screen. We're going to have the split screen. And he goes, well, you have to replace 2 coordinators. And I'm going to go, well, you don't pay attention to football. And that's the end of our conversation. And then it's not a nice conversation. Okay?
Right.
But I'm sorry, personnel and talent win in the National Football League. Tell me how the personnel and talent changed for a 15-2 team. Please, somebody, I'm begging you.
How do you have the number 3 team in the NFC North last year ahead of the number 1 seed
right
in the
ahead.
NFC last year?
I'm not arguing with you.
Like, I don't get that. That's where my discrepancy is. And not to mention that you got the Ravens over the Chiefs. I don't know what that's about, but that to each his own. 1 through 4, I can't, you can mix and match those any way you want to. Once we get to 5 and 6, the Packers and the Giants over the Lions? Make it make sense to me. Just make it make sense to me.
Okay, so let me try this. I think it's criminal that you put the Cincinnati Bengals there. I absolutely and you know what? I'm not only basing this on what they are going into this season, but what they've been the last few seasons.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a reason why we joke about, oh, here they come.
Right.
Here come the Bengals. They're back, okay? The Commanders, I get it. If you wanted to put the Commanders in front of the Lions, I get it. How could I argue that today?
Exactly.
I can't. I mean, we saw what happened. Let's see if there's some C.J. Stroud in Daniel's game next year, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see, okay? The Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers. I said the Giants, my fault. No coffee this morning. But the Steelers. How do you put the Steelers in front of the Lions?
And you and I are both members of the Mike Tomlin fan club.
Oh, I love him.
I really am. I'm a member of the Mike Tomlin fan club. You've got Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, man.
And that offense has been slumping for a long time. Now, I am kind of intrigued to see what A-Rod going to look like in a Steelers uniform. I just full stop. Because it's either going to go very well or very bad. There's no in-between.
Well, and you know what happened? That last year was the in-between. I think a lot of people were shitting all over Aaron Rodgers. But by the end of the year, the numbers weren't awful. It was when he picked it up. He put that team in a hole because he was brutal early on.
Yeah, he was horrible.
He was horrible. So by the end of the year, if you're one of those guys, well, let's wait and see. By the end of the year, if you go back and look at his numbers, it was not bad.
But once again, you got to give him the blame because Mr. Ayahuasca didn't want to get proper medical treatment. He thought, oh, I'm just going to drink this little drink and I'll be okay. And you notice he was limping around like a dead man out there
100%,
a lot of those games.
100%.
So it's on him.
So we'll just display. The Packer thing I'm mystified at.
Yeah, that's
I've
egregious.
seen a lot of people
That's egregious.
talking up the Packers this year. And do you guys, Ryan, JB, KG, am I missing something? Was there something that happened? I know people say, well, Jordan Love wasn't exactly healthy last year. That's one thing that I've heard. I'm just talking the Packer fans that I talk to, okay? This started last season. They're more concerned about is Jordan Love the guy than maybe even the national media is. You know, the people that see it day in, day out. I'm just telling you, from the Packer fans that I heard from, they sit back and say, I'm not so sure. Whereas a year ago, all right, this is the next in our proud lineage. Favre beget Rodgers. He beget Jordan. The Packer fans that I talk to aren't necessarily vibing with that right now. Am I missing something about the Packers that people are talking them up?
Well, clearly Jordan Love is the next Hall of Fame quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. So, I mean, how can we not all recognize the greatness, of the Green Bay Packers front office and their drafting ability? Let's in my new voice, let's cut the shit. Like, I'm so sick of the Jordan Love argument. I'm so sick of, the Packers have one of the best receiving corps in football. Definitely the best in the NFC North. Like, you know how many times I've heard that over the last year and some change? Like, I'm done with the Packers. I am. And they got to prove it to me. And to be honest, they know they need Jordan Love has to prove it to them because he's been in your system for how long? You did everything that you were supposed to do correctly with him. You sat him for a lot of years behind a Hall of Fame level quarterback. And you did it the same way that you've been doing it for generations upon generations. And what is it resulting in? Not a goddamn thing. They were even a double-digit win team last year. But amongst the pantheon of the NFC North, you weren't really thinking about the Packers as the year went on. It was about the Lions and it was about the Vikings, man. So I'm over this Green Bay Packer just glazing of Jordan Love and their receiving core and all that. And as far as like coaching is concerned, like Matt LaFleur, every time Dan Campbell sees him, he punks him. So I'm sick of it.
Truth. Big. So I want to say this, okay? And you're talking about a rookie as well. I mean, we can have a debate about Matthew Golden. He's still a rookie, okay? You brought something up. This is why I like doing this show, because like JB, you said it during the break. This is like we're having a barbershop conversation, right? Okay? Best receiving core in the division, okay? And I remember having this conversation with all the Viking fans last year, remember? I like JJ. I like Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I can separate the two. I know there are some people around here being Lion fans. He's overrated. No, he isn't. He's one of the best wide receivers in the
arguably the best.
Sorry.
Him and Jamar Chase, you want to interchange them, fine.
Right.
Yeah.
It's those two.
Okay. JJ and Addison are a damn good starting two.
Absolutely.
Right? I'll take that over the Packers every day. I will take those two. I will take Jaden Reed and Golden, do you want to say, or do you want to put Romeo in there? Which two do you want to go?
I don't want to put Romeo in there.
Okay, all right, fine.
Yeah, because it's just like they haven't proven anything.
I'm
Christian Watson, like
right.
all of these names that were like, oh, they're really good. Even Jaden Reed, who is a good receiver, I don't think he's a number one receiver. He puts up number two type numbers, and they've done this rodeo already. So it's just like for people that was always saying that the Packers receiving core was better than ours, like not even close. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams coming into his own this last year, Sam Laporta. Like, what are we talking about? Tim Patrick at the 3 spot. He's technically a number 2 receiver in this league. So it's just like, I'm sorry. I would never, ever put the Packers receiving core over the Lions. Now, we do need to see what Matt Golden is going to look like. There was a lot of talk about Matt Golden.
Sure.
Yep. There was even rumors that the Lions possibly wanted him. I doubt that was true, but we heard the rumors. So it's just like we need to see what that looks like because they finally take a first-round receiver, I don't know how many years that they had Aaron Rodgers. So, yeah, we got to see. But as of right now, they are not it. They are not that.
I would put the Vikings and the Lions as better receiving cores than theirs.
Oh, easily.
Easily. And I remember having this conversation with the Vikings last year. I'm not going to hate on you, Coochie Coo. I'm not going to hate on you if you're one of those guys that you say JJ and Jordan Addison are better than anything in the division. I'm not going to hate on you. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. Okay? What I will say is I will take, no problem, I will take Amon-Ra St. Brown and J-Mo.
Yeah.
I'll take them.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. If you want to have that argument that those two are better, well, you are talking about one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League.
True.
And J-Mo is still trying to find his ceiling, okay? By the way, there's another level for this guy. He shut everybody up last year, right?
I'm telling y'all,
he did. He shut KG, you weren't on this day one. Legit. I remember having these conversations last summer. He shut all the naysayers up. There is not one naysayer in this fan base right now, and you know there's more.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say there isn't one. There's definitely some J-Mo naysayers still.
Are there really?
Yeah, but though we classify those kind of people as a certain type of people. That's all.
What might that
for those
word
people
be?
in the chat that get offended by that comment, you probably are one of those people.
What
so
might
it is
that
what it
word
is.
be?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, so like when we have those conversations, like I get it. If you're a Packer fan, you should be excited about what you have. But a lot of it is based on hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
How good are they really?
Right.
Really?
That's where we're at. We're past the hope part with J-Mo. We are. Okay? Last year, whether we wanted to admit it or not, we were still in that hope area.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's there. Well, it's done now.
Yeah.
It's over.
Absolutely.
Right?
And he exuded what you felt like he was in college last year because he was finally, one, he had the issues out of the way, and two, he was finally given the run that he should have been given maybe a little bit earlier. And we saw the fruits of that. And, of course, he had to mature a little bit himself. But when you look at just Amon-Ra, one of the, if not the smartest receiver in the league, some of the best hands in the National Football League, you got Jamison Williams, who was an instant touchdown, arguably the fastest player in the NFL, and you have a great slot guy in Tim Patrick, and then you mix in Sam Laporta, and then you have Gibbs in the backfield. Like, how do you combat that?
I think the more adequate comparison, the more apt comparison, if you're talking about the best receiving cores, is the Vikings. You know, if your big three, including the tight end, is JJ, Addison, who I think is pretty damn good, and Hawk. That's formidable, man.
It's good.
I'm not going to bitch at you too much if you're a Viking fan and you say, I like ours better. I'm not going to bitch at you too much. You know what my response would be? I like ours better.
No, absolutely. Hawk is an injury machine, too.
I do. I like ours
we saw
better.
how that worked out here.
Yeah,
so,
I like ours better. Can you put that damn graphic up very quickly?
Oh, yeah,
just for a second, JP. Because it just, people were losing their minds over this. I guess, like, honestly, I don't get mad at it anymore because I know what this team is.
Yeah.
I know what this team is.
Yeah.
I think in that time and age where we were trying, we'll show you. You know, that was
it's over with now.
It's over.
Yeah, and I feel the
over.
same way. Like, I would get mad at these type of lists when the Lions were trying to be a prominent team, trying to figure themselves out. I'd be like, why aren't they giving the Lions respect? But if you don't want to give the Lions respect at this point, they'll just punch you in the mouth. It's fine. You don't have to give us the respect.
Bengals, quizzical. Steelers, quizzical. Green Bay, mystified. how you putting the Ravens at 2?
I don't get that.
Listen, there's a reason. There is a reason that doubt and bits exist, and the Baltimore Ravens right now, and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
They are the poster child for that. People are going to keep saying the same shit until you prove otherwise.
He is a victim of the Mahomes era as of right now.
So
and
Josh
the same thing with Josh Allen.
Yep.
Those two have the most to prove out of any other quarterback on this list because they are superstars. They are the cream of the crop elite, and they cannot get past that man that plays for KC. So you can make the argument now, and shout out to Flannel Sam. I know he'll love this. You can make the argument the Eagles won a Super Bowl, and you can still put the Chiefs as the number one team in the power ranking.
Couldn't agree more.
So the fact that you have the Ravens over them and they haven't accomplished anything, I get off the highway right now.
I think people are too busy living in the moment because a year ago at this time, okay, I sat in this room and we had a show and we were talking about the Eagles, and I flat out said, anybody who's writing the Eagles off is crazy. Nick Sirianni lost the locker room. They're going to fire him and all that stuff. Man, the NFL don't work like that. And we saw it last year. All right, so I'm going to ask each one of you guys, okay? Give me your top 5. Leave that up, JB.
Oh, top 5? I got you.
I hate to put you on the spot.
No, that's cool.
If you want me to go first, I'll go first. I'm going to go exactly what you said. I'm still putting KC 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Philly 2. I'm going to go Buffalo 3. I'm going to go the Lions 4. And I know Washington fans are going to scream at me because I'm putting Washington behind the Lions, but I'm going to put Washington 5.
They're still an upstart team. They had a good year last year. Don't get me wrong. Like, you made the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. By all accounts, your rookie quarterback is going to be a guy in this league. You had a really good year, but you are still an upstart team. Nobody had expectations for the Washington Commanders to really do what they did last year.
So I got the Lions at 4.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
I think that's more than fair. I would do Eagles 1, Chiefs 2. I would do Bills 3 at this point because as much as I love Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, I do think the Bills have a better shot at actually taking down
You and I are both in the same
Patrick
spot.
Mahomes.
Yep.
So, yeah, I would do Eagles 1, Chiefs 2, Bills 3, Ravens 4, and then the Lions at 5.
Okay. All right.
Easy.
Ryan, what do you got?
Damn it, KG, you took my list.
I'm sorry.
Exact
I'm sorry,
same
man.
list?
That's why I get paid the big
Yeah,
bucks.
so I was saying, I say Eagles number 1 because they just won a Super Bowl. You can't not have them in there. They returned almost everyone. Chiefs 2 for sure. Bills 3. And then you said who?
You said Ravens 4.
I said Ravens 4, Lions 5.
Yeah, Ravens 4 and Lions 5. I will say though, I feel like the Rams could be a little bit higher on this list.
Where are they? Yeah, that's
They're
12.
at 12.
God damn.
There's
Yeah,
just-
they can absolutely be higher.
There's
than
something weird about Stafford and McVay just working in that defensive line I really like, and Puka. I
Bro,
think
you-
the Rams could be a little higher.
You got the Chargers and the Bucks above the Rams?
Yes, sir.
Like, what are we doing here? That's crazy.
JB, what do you got?
I think I'm in somewhat lockstep with you guys. I think we all have the same 5. It's just mixed up a little bit. So still give me the Eagles at 1. I'll do KC at 2, Ravens 3, Bills 4, and then Lions at 5.
Okay.
I was the only one that kept the Ravens up. I would put the Ravens at 6.
Yeah.
I would put the Ravens at 6. That's where I was. But yeah, it's whatever. You know, it's hey, listen, if the guy was looking to troll people, he did a really nice job.
Right.
Listen, let's
Made
be
us
honest.
react to it.
There are fan bases that you control, and the Detroit Lions are one of them.
Oh, of course.
If we're being honest,
Until
right?
we win a Super Bowl,
Right.
and maybe even after that still, like, we're just that kind of fan base.
We are
sensitive.
And listen, we don't like the disrespect.
Not at all.
And you know, chip on the shoulder. I guarantee you this list don't mean shit to a guy in that locker room.
No, not absolutely
I
not.
guarantee you, as sure as I'm sitting here, this list don't mean shit to a guy.
It's
in the
more
locker
so just based on our history. Just Detroit sports in general have never really gotten the credit when they've been at their peak. And the Lions are absolutely at their peak right now. Like I said, number 1 in the NFC last year. We all know how the playoffs turned out. We get it. But this is still a very formidable team. 15 wins last year, first time in franchise history, in the face of 20-plus injuries. Like, what are we talking about? This is a damn good team.
If I hear
damn good.
one more gosh damn national person talk about that damn window, I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah,
Listen,
the window just started.
I am going full flannel. I'm going to slam my head on this table.
Don't do that.
Listen to me.
No.
Oh, my
Listen,
God. I'm acting like you.
Listen, I am so tired.
head. Hurts
You
my
guys, it's lazy. It's a lazy take Look at the youth. It would be one thing if we had our wide receivers were 28, 29, 30 years old. Our running backs were long in the tooth. You guys look at the youth on this team.
Yeah.
Like, do a little research. I know it's easy to be lazy and just throw lazy takes out there because of the way last season ended. Do a little research. Dig a little deeper and look at what they have at their disposal. Come on.
But that's our history working against us. It's easy for the
Oh,
national
no doubt.
media guy to be like, oh, look at how the Lions just flubbed this one. They were the number 1 seed and they got bounced in their first playoff game. They're on the way down. They lost in the NFC Championship in a similar fashion. The Lions' history indicates that they are going to fuck this up. I just don't see it.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. We got so much to get to today, man. JB, we got football today.
Thrilling preseason game coming up. Thrilling.
Interesting question. Which quarterback has the best supporting cast? We'll take a look at the day at Lions camp, and I want to get into the Shannon Sharp stuff.
Okay.
I want to get your take on the Shannon Sharp
Shannon.
stuff. Yeah,
Damn it,
right?
Shannon.
He did it to himself,
No,
man.
1,000%.
Leave that white she-devil alone, man.
1,000%. JB, where are we going?
We got to hear from Mad Packs, but let me clear up these super chats for
please,
everyone.
thank you.
Shout out for sending them in. $5 from Michael Weary. He said, what the what? Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Cincy, all ahead of us? This is BS. Who the F is this guy, and does he really know football?
I had to look up who he was. I never heard of him. And
I've seen videos of him last year.
I feel guilty because, like, normally I know these cats, and
He's a newer guy on the scene.
I think it was a troll job. I really do.
Yeah.
I think, somebody said, hey, make it one of those insightful things. I know I'll pick on the Lions, and I'll throw some of the usual suspects in the top 8.
Of course. And it's always easy when you're doing this preseason. Like,
Right.
come on. Like, it is what it is. I don't put too much stock in it.
All right, JB, what else you got?
And another one from Sideless. He sent in $5 saying the Packers don't have a number 1 wide receiver. They have a platoon of a bunch of twos pretending that there's something special.
Big facts.
Dude, Sideless, you've been on fire. That until somebody proves it, until Matthew Golden shows that he's all that, until Romeo shows that he's all that, you got the P word. And I'm not talking about Packers. It's potential, okay? Let's call it for what it is. Great call.
And that's it. So, Mad Packs, Ryan.
Hey, actually, Mad Packs, you want to switch the camera to me,
Oh,
or
yeah,
you
I
can
got
keep
you.
the camera on Ryan. Woodward, John Cena in there, or
I'll ad-lib it.
Yep.
Mad Libet, what?
Oh, you say you go ad lib? Okay, all right. But KG here to tell you about Mad Packs. Mad Packs is the hottest new cannabis brand, and they are partnering with your boys here at Woodward Sports. They just launched some new products as of May 30th, and they are available in stores right now. How about High-Low, man? High-Low is getting you high for the low, delivering top-tier quality at unbeatable prices, and, of course, everyone's favorite, Boom Shakalaka, is a live resin-infused tarantula. This one's the bomb. Blizzard Packs, THCA Moon Rocks, they hit like a blizzard. Stay tuned to Woodward Sports for all of those latest updates.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
All right, sports fans, whether you're hitting the game or simply chilling at home, Jars Cannabis has you covered. Jars is home to Michigan's largest line of recreational cannabis products, 27 locations across the state, 9 alone in Metro Detroit, so you're never too far from a Jars near you. But don't fear, because if you live in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, Michigan, stores are popping up your way very, very soon. If you don't have time to check out all the products in store, check them out online at jarscannabis.com and check out their Instagram at jars_life, because I know you want to get high.
All right, so the JB buzzer went off during the break. JB, what do you got for us? Schefter?
Some news from Schefter. It doesn't involve or concern us. Sorry if you were hoping for a Zadarius Smith signing, but apparently former Broncos first-round pick Noah Fant has set Seattle as a part of Russell trade, is expected to sign with the Cincinnati Bengals. So the Bengals add another person on their offense while they still have not figured out their damn defense.
They have literally a gaping hole on defense.
It's incredible.
I don't understand.
It is incredible. It is, and yet, by the way, Noah Fant isn't that? That's another.
That's a tired bit.
That's a great bit.
Yeah, it's tired at this point.
Well, you know, this is the year for a certain guy down in Atlanta, too, right?
My God, don't get me started.
Forgot about him.
Don't do it. I haven't even heard his name, and God knows how
Well,
long.
we're going to change that right now because Kyle Pitts is blowing up. He's going to change
Hold on, fantasy darling Kyle Pitts.
He is going to change the way we look at that position, man.
I swear.
Stop it.
Kyle Pitts.
That is such a great...
He burned me that one year I took him in fantasy. Never again. Again.
Never taking this man in fantasy.
I'm going to tell you what, though. If you had to... This is why we stumble on so many dumb things on this show. That's why I love doing this with you guys. What is your favorite old bit in the NFL? Because, like, the Cowboys belong by themselves, right?
I swear.
That whole bit, like, I don't even want to count it. They're just in a different... Do you know what my favorite bit is? The Bengals bit.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the Bengals bit.
Yeah.
I love them getting down 21-0 and then Joe Burrow bringing them back only to fall this short. I love them starting out 3-6 and then them winning 5 games in a row and people start saying, look out for the Bengals.
That's true.
And then they fall just short. So when those two worlds combined last year late in the season and we had that Monday night game between Dallas and Cincinnati, that was one of those days I didn't realize my pants were going to come off, but they did.
I feel you.
How did this? Oh, it's the Bengals and the Cowboys. That's how it happened. But that Bengals bit, what you just said, how every human being understands. I think there's slander on Joe Burrow's name. I do. Joe Burrow's a damn good quarterback.
Elite.
Damn good quarterback, okay? You are not going to have a whole hell of a lot of success with the dysfunction down there to begin with and what you have on defense. It just isn't going to happen.
It's a shit show in Cincinnati, but it's always been a shit show in Cincinnati because that's their track record. They have a very, very cheap ownership, and for some reason, they value offense way more than the other side of the ball. Like, I do not get it, and it's a shame for Joe Burrow because he's a damn good talent, like you said, but we bring up Patrick Mahomes, we bring up Lamar Jackson, we bring up Josh Allen. We really don't bring up Joe Burrow in that conversation.
It's weird, isn't it?
We do, but we don't. He's kind of like, oh yeah, Joe Burrow at the end, like the period at the end of a sentence. But like in the totality, we know Joe Burrow's not going to make it out of that situation. He needs to go somewhere else to where he can actually flourish. But until then, as long as he's a Bengal, it's probably not going to happen. Like, who knew they would regress this much after making a Super Bowl just a few years ago?
Right.
Like, it's nuts.
Is there a great old bit for you, Ryan? There are so many good old bits in the National Football League, and 'tis the season. We're going to, you could make the argument somebody's going to put the Packers on a higher level than they deserve.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you saw that. It just, I'm sorry, I've seen the Packers. I don't fear the Packers. I don't. I just don't.
They coach soft.
I would say anything to do with the Cowboys just because they're the Cowboys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But since in recent, like the last decade or so, it's the next Bears quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, Justin Fields. Now it's
Big
Caleb.
facts.
Like any of those, anything to do with the Bears. I mean, the Bears are kind of their whole what they hang their hat on is the '85 Bears. They don't. It's really all they got. I mean, I know they went to an NFC Championship game with Cutler, I believe, and they lost to the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. But anything to do with the Bears' next big thing quarterback is awesome to me.
The Browns and the Bears have the worst run of quarterbacks I have
That's what I
ever
was going
seen.
to bring up next, the Browns.
I have ever
I was going
seen.
to ask you, JB. So it's the Browns for you?
It's the Browns for me. Like, the graveyard of quarterbacks they have right now that they just roll out year after year after year. It just sucks. I don't know. This year, though, it might be a slight bit of a change or upgrade because Shedeur Sanders seems to be working out a lot more than everyone else that they have.
Oh, you mean the quarterback the ownership didn't want?
Yes, the quarterback the ownership did not want. Yeah.
But put that clip up since you brought that up. Did you see that clip, JB? I'm sorry to put you on the
nuts,
spot.
man.
Oh, yeah. Give me a second.
Just why? You know his camera's there.
Shut your mouth.
Just keep it to yourself.
Right. Shut your mouth. Can I say this? So there's two things while you're looking for that. They let Baker Mayfield walk away, and Baker
100%.
Mayfield is better than anybody wants to give him credit for.
Easily, yeah.
He really is.
Yeah.
He is. Baker Mayfield's better than anybody really wants to give him credit for. And I'm going to tell you point blank, Justin Fields scared the shit out of me when he was in Chicago. I think people forget he nearly beat the Lions twice.
Just running the football.
Just running
Not
the
even
football.
throwing a pass.
Right?
Just running the football.
Just like, go let your weapon go be a weapon and stuff. And he nearly beat us twice. It's amazing how that works out.
Until he danced.
JB, sorry to put you on the spot. You got that?
Yep,
Got that
I got
video?
it for you.
Have you guys seen this? Watch this.
If you'd have told me,
We'll get this out.
on Saturday, right? Friday night driving home, y'all are going to pick
Bikes
up
are
the
off.
door, I would say that's not happening. But we had a conversation early that morning, and then we had a conversation later that day. I think we had the right people involved in the conversation. At the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur. Just like who's going to start or what play we're going to call is Kevin's call. But that's Andrew's call. He made the call.
That is unbelievable to me.
Why don't they want me, man?
That-
In my
that-
Will Smith voice.
Like
They don't want
He
me.
want me, man.
No, I'm not. That's unbelievable. Shut up. Just shut up.
It's crazy.
I'm not even asking you to lie. Okay, they're. Oh yeah, we had a circle around. Be honest with you, we were thinking about taking them in the third round. Yeah, I'm not even asking you to lie. Just don't say that.
Yeah. When has that ever worked for ownership? Saying, oh, I wanted this guy instead of this guy, but this guy just happens to be our franchise quarterback. Like, it makes no sense. It's the same thing with the C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young shit. Like, why? Why? Like, we don't need to know that you wanted this guy. You chose Bryce Young. You got what you got. You chose Shedeur Sanders, and I was saying this while the clip was playing. If he turns out to be good, there's some NFL franchises that's going to have to answer for that. Because that shit that happened in the draft, on top of what's going on right now, that's some BS. They better hope he's trash. They better hope he's trash for their sake.
He is not nearly as bad as people wanted to make him out.
He wasn't a fifth-round pick. I know that. You can say what you want about him.
Right.
I will take a lot of arguments. He wasn't a fifth-round pick.
I understand the circus. I understand wanting to avoid all that stuff. Look, was he number 1 or number 2 in the draft?
Probably
I don't
not.
think so.
Yeah.
I don't. But come on, that's what it was. I'm not making excuses. I'm just looking at the guy for what the talent is. That just, I'm with you, KG. It did make sense.
No,
it did make sense.
there is no reason why
And
he
then,
goes past the second round.
As he kept going down, you kind of knew what was going on.
You knew what it was. It's
you,
a blackballing if I ever seen one.
1,000%. All right, JB, let's get back on track. We got football today. That was something. I know we had a vid coming up. There it is, 8 o'clock tonight. I say it again. Listen, at the top of the show, I said it. Nothing wrong with repeating yourself. We get the audience coming in and coming out. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please don't make a big deal about anything that happens tonight. Nothing.
Sean, if Hassanin gets 0 sacks, I really don't know about the future of this defensive line. I don't.
I'd cut his ass.
They're already not playing Tyreek. Like, what are we doing here?
I'd cut his ass. Out. Gone.
Yeah, just cut him.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Conversely, look, can I take the other side? If he goes out and has 8 sacks, you guys, he's playing against a bunch of guys that aren't going to be in the NFL.
I mean, 8 sacks, though, I ain't gonna. I might overreact for 8 sacks.
I will grab my pants as hard as I can to avoid them from coming down.
8 sacks?
Coming down over
I don't
there.
care what game you playing. 8 sacks is, you got to pay attention to that.
Good, bad, or indifferent. I don't want to do it. That's just something we know now, right? We're evolved as fans. This doesn't mean dick. The NFL doesn't hide it anymore. In a perfect world, I think the NFL would love to have 2 exhibition games. One at home, one on the road, go through the dance, and then we'll go to the NFL. It doesn't mean anything. We're not playing anybody. Dan's basically giving you the answers, right? Not only are we not playing our starters, we're not playing our highly drafted rookies. It means nothing.
I totally agree, but if they lose to Trey Lance tonight, Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell should be on the hot seat. Like, I just totally – like, I can't do it. Like, you can't be losing to Trey Lance in the first preseason game of the year. What does that say about the Lions if they do that?
All right.
I tried.
You got me there. No.
I tried.
Here's you know what? We should do a funny game tonight. Like if you're at home, I'm gonna ask all of you and you guys out there. Let's try to look at who's on the field at a particular time, because I bet you at some point in time, earlier in the game than you think, there will probably be 11 guys on the field that are not going to be on the Detroit Lions.
Boy, what?
No.
Like 11. Not 8, not 9,
Probably.
not 10. They're probably, I mean, that's
Sean, you speak in Chinese. Hold on. Like,
this is where
slow down.
and then people lose their minds over this. Well, yeah, they let this game go. Not one of those guys late in the fourth quarter are going to be on this roster.
Sean, stop it.
Not one of them.
Not one? Sean, listen,
Here comes the hat.
Yeah, you've been doing this a long time. I got to say you're wrong there, okay? I got to say you're wrong.
Everyone's on this team.
Yeah, everybody's going to make it. Yeah, they're
83-man roster. What do you mean?
So, JB, you found this. Interesting question. We're going NFL heavy today. And this is a holiday. I know it's exhibition. I know it means nothing. But come on. You couple the weather, the tease of the fall, and we get to watch the Lions tonight. Are you kidding me? Speaking of watching the Lions tonight, don't forget, I know Big D Energy is going to be talking all about it. You have Shep and Bray. You got the Woodwards. Justin and I are going to be back tonight. I'm doing double duty. We're going to be talking up the Lions. Take you right into the game. JB, you found this. Which quarterback has the best supporting cast? I'm intrigued at this.
Ooh.
This one's going to be a little difficult, but I'll try to read them off. Obviously, you got Jalen Hurts in Philly with Saquon, AJ, Devontae Smith, and I believe that's Dallas Goedert right there. Jared Goff, our beloved Detroit Lions, with Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra, J-Mo, and Laporta. The Minnesota Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, Jones, Jefferson, Addison, and Hawkinson, Joe Burrow. And the Bengals with Brown, Chase, Higgins, and Gesicki. And, of course, the aura of Baker Mayfield and Bucky Irvin, Evans, Godwin, and Cade Otto.
Dude, that's tough.
Yeah, I would eliminate the Bucks.
I would too.
We can just go ahead and scrap them off the table. I love Mike. I love Mike. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Evans.
Mike Evans. I love Mike Evans, but besides that, they're just kind of average in that department. Mike Gesicki, not the best tight end in the world. He's good. He's not like the greatest though. I don't know. Those top three are the ones we really need to discuss.
It's funny. I didn't even know we were going down this road because we were just talking about at least the wide receiver options. Man, that's tough.
Yeah, the wide receiver is definitely tough.
Gosh damn, is that tough.
But if we're counting tight ends, I mean, TJ Hawkinson over Laporta, I can't do it. I'm sorry. We've seen it firsthand. I cannot do it.
I'll take Gibbs over Jones every day.
Yeah, Aaron Jones is washed.
Oh, yeah.
He's washed.
JJ's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. You can hate him all you want, but JJ's one of the best wide receivers. Jordan Addison is a real good number 2. I'm not going to dispute that. I will still have J-Mo, and I'll take Sam Laporta. So,
I really like our group. I hate to be a homer, but I really like our group.
So let's compare to number 1. I mean, Saquon's, he's the gold standard, dude.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Would you say Dallas Goedert is better than Sam Laporta at this point?
No.
All right. Would you say?
I feel like such a slapdick because I'm going to say the Lions.
Would you say?
I really am.
Would you say A.J. Brown is better than St. Brown?
I would have.
It's an argument that can be made.
I would have St. Brown. I would.
Okay.
I would have St. Brown.
All right.
And J-Mo
versus Devontae Smith.
I feel like such a slapdick right now.
Go
I don't blame any of you in the chat for getting mad at me. Like, oh, look at the guy with his Lions pullover on. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Right.
I don't feel guilty about it though. I'll take the Lions. I will. I'll take the Lions.
Technically, you could say Devontae Smith is better than J-Mo, but it's just like they not that far apart though.
Yeah,
if you really like ask me, I don't think they that far apart. What's the big separator between J-Mo and Devontae Smith? Anybody?
Well, you know what? We're still, if we're going to have that conversation, I don't want to become what I detest. We're still talking about the P word and potential. I mean, because you know what I mean? Like there's still, and it's a different potential than Matthew Golden because he's proven what he can do.
Right.
It's how much better can he be? Can he get, can he go over that and everything?
I don't know, man. And then Saquon versus Gibbs is also a very intriguing argument. Saquon himself said that Gibbs is probably the second best running back in this league.
He's Saquon's a gold standard.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know, man.
Now, am I allowed to throw Montgomery in there as well? Because I'll tell you, honestly,
he counts.
I would take Gibbs and Montgomery over Saquon Barkley.
But it's a bit cheating at that point because the Eagles don't utilize a multi-back system for real. It's the Saquon show over there. So, and
I think I still would take the Eagles over the Lions. I just would. I think Super Bowl, Saquon had crazy year. Wide receivers, kind of the same with the Lions. But I think I still would take.
I think I'm with you, Ryan. You know what? As I look at this right now, I probably would go the order that they have it listed up there.
Yeah.
Like I would go Philly 1, Detroit 2, Mini 3, Cincy 4, and the Bengals 5.
Yeah.
Can they get Joe Burrow some help
that's
in
fair.
Cincy? Can they get Joe Burrow some help in Cincy?
It's on the defensive side.
More offensive help?
Like
his offense is good.
It's on the defensive. No, I think I get what you're saying, Ryan. It's the defensive side of the ball. The team's a shit show. Mm-hmm. I mean, like that's why it's become such a good bit the last couple of years because they find themselves down 21-0. If the offense doesn't come out and score early, there's a real good chance the Bengals are going to be down 2 scores.
But what I'm saying is look at that offense, and then they still don't make the playoffs. Get some defensive help.
Legitimately, I mean, like, because since he's always been that AFC game, like, we've graduated, right? We've graduated. So often, we're the 4 o'clock game. So you get the 2 games at once. And because the Bears always seem to be on my fucking television at 1 o'clock, I'll turn on the AFC game.
Of course.
Right? And more often than not, we see a Cincy game. It's kind of a regional thing. I can't tell you how many times... Again, Neil Rule and I send text messages to each other over really dumb things.
Yeah.
But like that text will come in at about 1:20 and it'll be Joe Burrow doing Joe Burrow things. And it's not really Joe Burrow's fault, but it's almost like if he doesn't take that offense down the field, okay?
Yeah.
The Dolphins are going to get the opening kickoff, go right down the field. Bengals 1-2-3 kick, and then Miami gets the ball back and scores again, and it's 14-0 like that.
Yeah.
And you're just constantly fighting uphill, and that's kind of been the routine for the Bengals for a couple of years now. To your point, Ryan.
It's funny you brought up Neil. He just always expects Joe Burrow to just overcome the situation no matter what. I do understand that to a degree, but he's fighting an uphill battle. He really is. Offensively, fine. You're good, but you do need the other half of the football. Like, I really don't know what the Bengals are thinking as a franchise. I don't. But, yeah, I would have that in this order, as you said. I really like our playmakers.
If we revisit this at the end of the year, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions are number 1.
Yeah. The only edge I give the Eagles is Saquon, I guess. And that's just because Saquon is all world right now. But as far as everybody else, though, like, it's receivers, like, I'm all for the Lions, man. I do think we have the better receiving core. I do. That's just me.
Yeah, it's funny, JB, I don't know if you did that on purpose, but like that's the order that I do it. I would go Philly, Detroit, Mini, Cincy, Tampa. I just think it's so funny. Baker Mayfield went from, in my mind, one of the biggest douche quarterbacks in the National Football League to a guy, like, I got to be honest with you, from a distance, I kind of like the guy.
Yeah?
I kind of like his swagger.
Is he the Lane Kiffin of quarterbacks?
You know my feelings on Lane Kiffin, so you might want to take me out of that. Just take me out of that conversation.
Just a question.
I'll say this about Baker. I love him for one sole reason. He went all the way around the shoe, did a victory lap, and planted the flag on the Ohio State. Oh, that's the sole reason why I love Baker.
This is factual.
Not the crotch grab.
Yeah, there's
yeah, he was something else in college, but in the NFL, he's really resurrected his career.
He really has.
It's that moxie, man. Brings that lunch pail. Plays the right way.
That's it. There's a moxie, a swagger. Yeah, that's the word for it. There really is. JB, any super chats we got to get to? We got to do that before we hit the break.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got some super chats. Shout out to everyone once again for
Appreciate
sending them in. Where we at? $5 from Silas. He said, here comes the Vikings in an all-timer. It's like Thanksgiving. You smell it cooking, and then they don't meet expectations. But wait, we have playoffs. Fail.
I love them so much. Like they have skyrocketed up my list. I love them. And the Viking fans that tortured us all last year, at some point in time, you got to shut up. If you win, that's one thing. But just shh until you actually win. So that would be my advice to you on the eve of this season.
And going back to our Shedeur Sanders talk with the Browns, Jordan Lionheart says no one wanted to deal with daddy's drama when it comes to Shedeur. Also, he is overrated. Not 5th round level, but the 1st round stuff, delusional.
You hit the nail on top of the head. If we're being honest, that's it. I mean, everybody knows it was the drama, okay? Yeah. Shedeur Sanders was better than anybody wanted to admit. I know a lot of people, for whatever reason, wanted to root against him because of daddy and things like that. He was not. I mean, I heard people talking about him he's better than that, okay? He should have gone higher than the 5th round. Come on. It's okay to say. I'm not sure he's ever going to be a capable NFL quarterback. I got to be honest with you. But if he is, KG, as you said, holy mother of the Lord.
Yeah, a lot of people effed up on that one. And speaking of competent quarterbacks, shout out to DNCENT in the chat. I'm sorry, if Hendon looks like the best QB in the game, I'm taking it seriously. I'm just saying, man.
Start Hendon Hooker if he throws 3 touchdowns today.
That's all I'm saying.
Before we go to the break,
yeah,
yes or no answer.
Okay.
All 3 of you. Okay, Ryan, I'm putting you on the spot, young man.
Okay.
Is Hendon Hooker number 2 with the Detroit Lions, yes or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
See, the preseason going to determine it, but I would say no at this point.
I still got faith. I'm going yes.
Ooh. I am a big...
JB want him to take over for Jared Goff at some point.
I didn't say all that.
I am a big no. I honestly, I think the writing's on the wall.
Yeah.
I think the writing's on the wall.
Yeah. It shouldn't be this much of a conversation this deep into him being a Lion.
If we're still having those types of conversations, like you said, KG, about picking things up and progressions and all that stuff, and again, maybe I'm putting too much into them going and getting a high school coach to be their backup quarterback last year.
Well, Sean, full stop. If Hendon Hooker goes out there and has a 4-touchdown game, we gonna have a lot of chatter tomorrow about, here's the future.
Listen, I might be sick tomorrow.
I told you.
I might be sick. I might get stuck in that traffic in 696.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Your pants would be.
My pants might come off.
It's tomorrow. A pant. Why don't we just
JB's pants come off for Hendon Hooker 4 touchdowns.
Listen, it's a pantless Friday. We can do that.
It might be pantless Friday.
It might. You never know when it happens.
That might be a bit, man. We might have to make that into something. I might cook some up for that.
You know where you get you have to. You're gonna have to be busy in the booth and get that thing up there. And nobody wants to see the junk. Nobody wants to. All right, JB, what do you got?
Swamp crotch.
One more super chat to get to, which I would like to see as well tonight if it happens. Shout out to Art Vandalay, $5. I want to see Harbaugh try and give DC that post-game backslapping game swirls. He'll be thrown into the 3rd row.
Holy shit.
He's definitely an MSU fan.
Like, seriously, that would be...
I can absolutely imagine. That's the crazy part.
DC would literally just throw him.
Yeah.
Like, that would be so funny. Oh, that's great.
That's
all right,
hilarious.
Final segment. Well, not the final segment. One quick segment. Of course, we always end the show with JB and his bit. No doubt about that. JB, where are we going before we go to the break?
I got to tell them about Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of us here at Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code on screen. Use code word Woodward1000. You can deposit up to $1,000, but all you have to do is place a minimum of a $20 bet, and if it doesn't hit, Caesar will throw it right back into your account with no questions asked. The official sportsbook of us here at Woodward Sports. Scan that QR code. Use code word Woodward1000 and make some money tonight.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
You know you're doing a good job when people know your name. Ven. Of course, Ven Johnson, but you say Ven, it means law. No coincidence. There are 3 letters in each word. And justice, it means different things to different people. Settlement, a verdict, justice is always worth the fight. If you've got a case, you want to contact the fighters at Ven Johnson Law today. Get the justice you deserve. Tough, tenacious trial lawyers. That's Ven Johnson Law. Don't forget, coming up, at the end of this show, we always got to do what's trending with JB.
Oh, yeah.
You always find some good shit, man.
I know. I got some weird stuff today.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That'll fit right in with this show.
Oh, yeah.
There are 4 weirdos sitting in this room today.
Right.
I can tell you that much. It's football day. And you know, all jokes aside, you guys are probably right. If Hendon Hooker comes out throwing dimes and he goes 11 for 11,
he's the future.
I'm going to start going like this, and all of a
Hands
sudden
Friday.
I'm going to go, oh my gosh, it's happening.
He's the future.
He's the bridge.
Yes.
You know, all that stuff. But this pretty cool thing JB found. How about a day in the life at Lions Camp?
Good morning. How we doing, Lions fans? Thanks so much for coming out to the Meyer Performance Center to see your Detroit Lions for training camp presented by Rocket. Who's excited to see some Pats out there today?
Hey, we have no better fans in the NFL than Detroit Lions. Glad to be here. Enjoy camp. All right, and let's go get it done.
We're going to need everybody in the crowd to give us all the juice you got today, so I want to
Man, if that don't get you fired up, you don't have a heart beating in your chest.
It looked like a good time, don't it?
Don't know what to tell you. Lions Socials, man, do a great job putting those videos together. For real, for real. All right, so I want to get into this Shannon Sharpe thing quickly. And let me give you a little background if you don't know this about me. So my dad was a cop, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? And I know what it's like to be under that hot light and be interrogated by a cop.
Yeah.
Okay? I would be the worst guy to ask to take a plea, to settle out of court and things like that. Because I grew up with my dad with that interrogation light on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you, especially as I got older, when he wanted me to confess to something, who ate the last Twinkie? Who drank the beer out of the refrigerator? I can't tell you how many times I sat there looking at him going, Dad, we're going to be here a long time. You are never, ever going to get me to admit to something I didn't fucking do.
Right.
It's never going to happen.
There you go,
Now,
Sean.
he might
Stand on
break me
business,
down
Sean.
for something that I did.
Yeah.
All right, Dad, I drank the beer. All right, you got me, okay? But, like, I can't tell you how many times we had that stare down where I'd look at him and go, this isn't going to end the way you think it's going to end. Like, it's not. I will never admit to something I didn't do. I'm never going to settle out of court and everything.
That's right. Go to trial, Sean.
And
Damn
I
right.
think I would
Stand
be
on
that,
business.
And the next thing I'd be Andy Dufresne.
Right.
The sisters would get a hold of me, and I'd have color. But okay, I'll do
Right.
it. Listen, Shannon was talking some shit a few months ago.
He was.
He's talking some shit.
Some big shit.
For him to settle out of court, that's waving the white flag, isn't it?
It appears that way. Most people that settle out of court, it's not technically it's not an admission to guilt, but it does look that way. And with Shannon, it just makes sense because what, 2 or 3 months before this, he had the little sex tape leak of, Michelle.
You got it.
Oh, Michelle.
On Instagram Live?
It's like, bro, you was asking for this to happen. And it's a shame because he was due for a really, really big payday with ESPN. So it's sad to see a brother get took down like this, but he did it to himself.
You got it.
Chasing the tail.
You got it.
You can have any tail in the world. I'm sure you're Shannon Sharp, Super Bowl champion, big media personality, got your own podcast, you on ESPN now. You could have had any tail in the world. Why is you doing? I just don't understand when people try to force themselves on people. I don't get that. It's so weak.
And you know what? I'm a stand-on business guy, okay? I am not. If I didn't do anything wrong, you aren't getting a dime out of me.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
I will fight
the case.
I'll call Ven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to take this as long as I can. You are.
If
not
I go
gonna
broke trying to fight it, I'm gonna fight
it. Exactly. I would rather pay Ven my money, okay, and keep the damn thing going than give you a fucking cent.
Yeah, but
Right?
there's been so many things in Shannon's history that indicate he's a freak boy, and that's just what he is, man. There's a lot of just freak boys in today's culture, in today's media, in today's sports. So he is just another one of those guys along that list of, Diddy level of freaks. It is what it is. He is Diddy level. Let's make no mistake.
I watched that documentary when I flew to Greece, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Holy mother of the Lord.
The Wild King Nights was getting crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It was wild.
Like what you think you know and what was?
Yeah.
I'd love to party with the dude, okay? There, I said it.
No, hey, he beat the case.
You're going to kill me for that, okay?
Hey, say what y'all want. He beat the case. I'm not condoning it. He beat the case, though. That's all I'm saying.
He did. All right, we got to get out of here. Well, get out of here for one good reason. We're going to try to stay on point. What is trending with JB coming up when we end it? We got anywhere to go, JB, before we get there?
We got to hear from Loom and the Massage Chair House.
All right.
I believe that's me, right?
Yeah. Well, you can do Loom. I'll do Massage Chair. How about that?
All right. Loom. Right? Is it me? First up? Loom first?
Yep.
All right, Loom. Summer is heating up, and Michigan is buzzing. Each can delivers 7.5 milligrams of real THC wrapped in bubbles, crafted with real fruit juice and no artificial sweeteners. They're bold in flavor, but low in calories, and 100% hangover-free. That's what I need sometimes. It's all bubbles with no troubles, perfect for the poolside sips, bonfire nights, or lake day chills. Available at any of Loom's 38 locations across Michigan. Use code WSN30 for 30% off your entire order online or in store.
And Massage Chair House, looking to upgrade your relaxation game. Why don't you get one of these nice massage chairs that I'm sitting in right now, man? Oh my God, I'm doing the whole day just from this chair right here. Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, with top brands for massage chairs like Infinity and Osaki. Located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road, experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. Book a visit and go to massagechairhouse.com to get yours, man. Massage Chair House, your ultimate ticket to recovery and relaxation.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
All right, BlackRock, everybody. 8 weeks of giveaways rolls on with week 3. Congrats to the Filet winner for a year, Gretchen Peters from Portage. Next up, one lucky winner is about to level up their backyard barbecue with the Traeger grill. Enter by scanning that QR code on screen. Every entry gets you a shot at the grand prize as well, too. 4 tickets to the home football opener on September 14th. Entry period closed September 3rd. Get ready, set. It's time to sizzle.
I'm telling you guys, like one day we're gonna have a behind the scenes segment. That went to a place we didn't think it would go. But,
No.
But I'd go there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm just saying.
Baseball bat and all. All right.
I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing.
No,
I'm just saying.
no
If
way.
it happened, it happened. But
Only the people.
if I just happen to be a king at a wild king night, if it happens, it happens. I ain't trying to force nobody to do nothing. I'm just saying.
2 women grabbed me. Oh, you poor soul.
Oh, no.
Right.
No.
Somebody caress this man.
Anything but that.
God. The chat can only wonder what we were saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
shit.
bet you guys are intelligent. I bet you can put it together.
Oh,
JB, what is trending?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shout out to Gold Crown for sponsoring What's Trending. I got a couple things for you. This is for all my foodies. Maybe even you might like this as well too, Sean. But Reese's and Oreos have combined together to give you 2 new products. They got the miniature cups collaboration, and they're also coming out with cookies.
Oh,
wow.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm on board. This is one of the first times you done shown some freaky shit on the What's Trending, and I'm with it. Like I would do that. I would do that.
I'm willing. I'm not the biggest Oreo guy in the world, but my love for Reese's supersedes that.
Yeah,
So I think
absolutely.
just because you have the R word involved, I'm in.
No, I'm more Reese's than Oreo, but I love Oreos too. I do.
That
I feel like this is a good combo.
It's a great combo.
You did that like one of those little ice cream things. What do they call it? The Blizzard or whatever. You put those 2 together.
Oh yeah.
Not-
Now you're cooking,
You cooking
Sean.
with
You're
Greashon.
cooking.
Holy shit, that sounds so good.
I might make a detour on the way home today. I mean, nobody's gonna be in line on a day like today, but.
All
Your
right.
Reese's and Oreo smoothie or whatever the hell it's called, Blizzard.
So where's like the Oreo filling? Where is that? Is that inside the Reese's?
Yeah,
that's
so
what I'm confused about.
inside the little Reese cup right there. You can see a little bit of the pieces.
But it's still peanut butter, right? In there.
Yeah. Wow. There's still peanut butter in there
That
too.
looks good.
That looks. I'm low key. I might get a bag of this. I might bring some of this to the studio. You
Damn.
might try it on air.
Damn.
See, there
That's
you go.
kind of fire. I can't lie to you.
All right, we got to try it. Yeah.
We definitely got to try that. Like I said, I got some other weird stuff for you guys today. I didn't
Can't
know
get
this
much
was-
weirder than what we did during the break, but go
Yeah,
on.
right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know what's going on, but apparently we're putting fish inside the front of cars, everybody. Those are live fish inside the hood
What on-
of someone's car.
What? That
Okay.
just looks horrible.
What's the?
How do you feed the fish? They're gonna die in there. Like, how do you feed them?
No, I have no idea. This is literally the process of them like stuffing the fish inside.
Why?
I think
My
we should
man
call
got some
PETA.
money to do some shit like this.
Listen, if you had a Traeger underneath the hood and I could smoke them while I was driving, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, that'd be one thing. Some smoked salmon while I'm driving, but I don't get that.
This is modern day pimp my ride type shit. Like,
Too much
and
money if you're
listen,
doing this.
on the surface it looks good. I ain't gonna lie, like that's kind of cool. But how does that work long term? Like if it's a 90-degree day like we just had the other day, those fish are gonna fucking die. Like I don't understand. How do you even feed the fish once you lock them in the
Well,
hood?
you know what? It saves you time. I can cook dinner for you, and by the time I'm home from work at KG, it's time to eat.
I guess so. That's a weird kind. I've never seen nothing like that.
And if there's a car accident and you know all the cops
Water
show up,
everywhere.
and all of a sudden the cops
It's
are
an
like,
aquarium on the road.
the cops are like, where's all this fish coming from? Sorry, sir, I had fish in my hood and it had rear-ended someone and went everywhere. That's
Cause
just-
of
that
death.
looks dumb.
Bluegill is like a projectile. The bluegill comes flying out and gets me right in my eye.
Right through the windshield.
Bro,
What do I put as cause of death? I guess bluegill.
Right, bluegill. That's hilarious, man.
Like I said, you have to have a lot of money. To
This is the
apparently
one
be
I'm
doing
really
this.
tripping about.
Yeah.
The bigger fish? How
Makes
are you
no
doing
sense.
that? The small fish is one thing. How the fuck are you doing that?
Holy crap.
That's nuts.
Like I said, you got too much money to be
Yeah, you
doing
really do.
something
Yeah, you look
like
like
that.
shit to spend it on.
And finally, I will end what's trending with this. You know what? The weather could be turning for us here, so get out there on your boats while you can. Just make sure if you're doing those dives off the boat to look out to where you're diving to. Just look out to where you're diving to.
Bro, did
my gosh.
You got to look where you're jumping.
And you know what?
big
He's
dog.
lucky he didn't kill one of those people, man. I mean, that sucks for him, but he's lucky. Could you imagine landing on somebody like that?
Hold on, you could tell by the way after he jumped and he started waving his arms. He knew he fucked up once he jumped off. Like, you could just tell. It's like, oh shit! Like, he did not
show it again. Now I got it.
You could just freeze frame it right there. That's where you fucked up, right there. Like, holy shit! Oh, that's tough. That is tough.
Look at the dude in the water. Like, all right, watch him land. Like, the other dude's going, I had nothing to do with this, bro. I'm just swimming out to the island.
All right, so if you on the jet ski, are you mad at this guy? Like, do you try to like fight him, like for jumping on you in a, like that? Like,
I don't know.
Can you really? Like, he didn't see you, so it's like.
Well, that's his own damn fault. You got to pay attention.
You got to look before you jump,
You got to pay
bro.
attention, man.
Look before you jump.
Oh, that's great.
That hurts me, though.
Oh, dude, that's got to hurt.
That's tough.
That's gotta hurt.
But that's it for What's Trending, sponsored by Gold Crown. Shout out to them once again for sponsoring this segment.
All right, appreciate y'all. Ryan, thank you. KG, always a pleasure. JB as well. Don't forget Big D Energy coming up at 10. We got Bray and Shep coming up this afternoon. Heavyweights, and then right after the heavyweights, Justin and I are going to do a short welcome back Lions segment here on Woodward Sports.
Lions,
Keep
baby.
dialed in all day. Make sure you hit the like button. Appreciate you each and every morning. See you.